welcome back to Tales of Vesperia. Last time what did we do? We got to the end of the Dark Enforcer, which is why I look epically awesome now. Yes, epic. Anyways, backstory, a sad end.
Why did things have to end up the way they did?
At this point, there's no use mulling over whether we chose the right course or not.
But we need to think about it so the same thing doesn't happen again.
It's becoming harder and harder to make a legitimate living in this world. I'm not saying this should excuse what I've done.
You can't go through your entire life doing what's right. It's sad, but that's reality.
But that doesn't mean someone who used their sword for justice will just turn evil for no reason. As long as they were fighting to protect someone right and good.
But accept that, and things break down to anarchy.
I want to change the world so those who are just can lead good lives. A world where we can't have justice without making someone else the bad guy is just too sad.
It'd be nice if people could just talk things over.
Yeah, that'd be a nice start.
That's why I'm saying that you shouldn't carry this burden by yourself.
Kind of intense, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to be wearing the Dark Enforcer for the rest of the story here, because it looks so much better than his other suit. Yeah, anyways. There's going to be a couple of more small things we want to do, 3 more, before we go to Nordopolica and fend off, or defend it, or whatever we're supposed to do there. I guess it's under attack by monsters. And the first spot we want to go is to Halure. The city of... Yeah, the city of blossoms, I was right. I was thinking it. I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. Who says I'm lying? Anyways, there is 2 things you want to do here. First off, you want to head up to the tree. And I need to learn to walk. And those kids are going to be there again. The ones that gave you the veil before. Just walk up to them and talk to them. Hey, it's the healer girl! Hi! The tree's flowers look as red as ever. Too bad about the bride's curse. I'm pretty sure that's wrong, Yuri. Wrong? What's wrong? This veil, it told me. Once upon a time, there lived a kind-hearted prince named Jare. He adored flowers and insects, and he loved the moon, the sun, and the stars up in the sky. One day, Jare found a seed. He took that seed to the top of a great hill and planted it there. In time, the seed sprouted and became a long, thin trunk of a tree, but its flowers did not bloom. The impatient Prime Minister said, "What's the point of it if it won't bloom? Cut it down." But Jare replied, "Even if it doesn't bloom, it's putting all of its effort into growing. Cutting it down would be a terrible thing to do." Hearing this, the tree took the form of a young woman and appeared before Jare. He instantly fell in love with her white skin and beautiful figure. On a moonlit night, he asked her to marry him. After their wedding, the 2 of them were as happy as can be. But the Prime Minister, angry that the prince had married the maiden, had her cruelly cast out of the castle. Jare was so sad that he shut himself up in the castle. Day and night he cried, unable to think of anything but his lost love. The maiden learned of this and stretched her trunk and branches until several pure white flowers bloomed from their tips. Jare saw this from the castle window and stopped crying. He went outside for the first time since his maiden had gone. Sitting beneath the newly bloomed flowers, he heard the maiden's voice. "Don't cry, you'll always be able to find me here." It was then that Jare realized that his love had actually been the tree transformed into a fair maiden. When he gently kissed the bark of the tree he had loved, all of its bright flowers turned to a bright red. And that is why the tree's flowers symbolize eternal love, permanent and unchanging. Wow, so that's why the flowers are red. So that's the real story. Miss, thank you for the wonderful story. No, it was my pleasure. You should tell that story to the mayor, too. Wow, I didn't know about all that, Estelle. Yeah, when did you find all that out? Well, I didn't find that out exactly. I sort of made it up. But you said the veil told you. That was a lie. I'm sorry. I was just looking at this veil and the story came to me all of a sudden. Wow, Estelle, you have a real talent for making up stories. A hidden talent, huh? Will wonders never cease. You ever think about becoming a writer of children's stories? Not really. You can't force her into something like that. After all, Estelle, you're the princess! Yes, that's true. Children's stories. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to at least give it some thought, right? Estelle learned the Fairy Tale Weaver title! That was kind of a nice story, I guess. It's all fiction! Okay, now for the other thing, which is a bit... Okay, it's better than a title. Well, unless you're going for achievements. Well, I guess... whatever. It's okay. Just stay at the inn, spend the 150 gold. Okay, sleep at the inn, and go back towards the tree now. Towards the tree. Tree. Running, 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 tree. Ah! What the? Wait! Thank you for the lovely story. The story? You mean that story that Estelle made up? Who are you? I have dwelled at the base of this tree for many generations. If you wish to give me a name, you could refer to me as the Flower Maiden of your story. So you mean that really happened? Those children saw me, and I'm afraid that started an unfortunate rumor. You mean the story of the bride's ghost? Yes, and I even dropped my veil. Oh, so this is yours. Let me give it back to you. No, I shall let you keep that. Thanks to you, the unfortunate rumor was put to rest. But no, I mean, I was just making up that story. No, I shall give you another token of my gratitude. Huh? I have given you a new ability. Perhaps it will help you protect your companions. Farewell. What was that? An elemental spirit, I think. Huh? But I thought elemental spirits came from the Antilochea. There's a barrier blastia here, which means that there is a blastia core, which could be the source of an elemental spirit. Yay, errors in the typing and speech and such. Estelle's power put air into the core, and that created an elemental spirit. Or perhaps the tree and the blastia did that by themselves. Very interesting. It sort of takes the flowers out of the equation, though. But don't you think the idea of a flower spirit is a little romantic? I've decided. After our fight with the Autophagos is over, I'm going to become a writer. What? I want to be able to spread joy, like what happened with those children and that spirit. I want to make everyone happy, like I did for the people of in this town. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to you, but Estelle's going to be the... Yow! Alright, let's go. Estelle learned Force Field! I guess I need to go listen to the story before you can do that anyways. So yes, Estelle learned Force Field, which is down here. Advanced spells set up a barrier to protect allies within range from enemy attacks. Cool. Yep. Anyways, there is one other thing we are going to do, but we are not going to do it in this episode because there is definitely not enough time, so I'm not even going to bother to start it. Sorry for the shorter episode, but what can you do? Anyways, next time we are going to head to Miorzo, which you get a little mini-game going on here. Hopefully I can do it easily and whatnot, and get it over with quickly. Well, not get it over with. Anyways, okay, see you guys next time.